Greetings everyone and Grandpa. I've decided to make a video about this topic about the direct fire SPG, which is the testing side now, which is basically you can shoot directly as you shoot with any MBT like AV and TD tank in the game. We're gonna get into the fight and we're gonna play also with the tank itself. You're gonna see how this tank performs with the direct fire. You're gonna see the penetration, the damage values of the main weapon, which it's quite impressive, but I'm gonna leave you with the verdict and some opinions by the end of it, or a feedback. The moment you're gonna do some fights, I highly encourage you guys to go ahead and do this survey on the site. You can do 5 matches in PvP and get to 50 battle coins, which is not bad. I was expecting a bit more, since this survey it's gonna be a very important topic and it's gonna change the gameplay and the SPG gameplay heavily if it's gonna be a really good survey. Or you can play 10 matches in PvE and get to 50, and then some randomly, you know, people will be chosen to get 6k battle coins, which is not bad. But as I said, I really wish there were like higher rewards than just a few battle coins. I remind you, the battle pass is quite expensive and very hard to get battle coins right now, and pray to God I'm gonna be able to finish the battle pass on time, guys. Otherwise it is what it is. So here is the tank, here is the Acacia, and basically we're gonna play with it one match. I'm gonna showcase how it is. I played a few matches, you can see right here, 5 matches, 100%. You're gonna see how it is, because this is like a one-time opportunity where you're gonna play with an SPG in a TD mode. Short reminder, this tank is not heavily armored, but amazingly in some shots you get bounces, which is interesting. 152mm caliber, that's a freaking big shell. 700 penetration and damage 820. Yesterday when I played with battalion members, you could see blow up tanks, like tanks being blown up. NA explosives, you know, 75mm with 1100 damage. Partial penetration is 500, non-penetrating is 280, sometimes it's between. And white phosphorus. Let's hope we're gonna get into a fight, and I managed to get in the fight. As you see, we have another Acacia. So some players, they try to get into fights to play with Acacia 10 matches, or just to enjoy the tank on how it is. Basically this is like a Su-152 we have in the game, a tank destroyer, but this is an SPG. Now the only problem with this tank, to speak the least, is the way the gun it shoots. I really don't like on how it shoots. You can play aggressively. I played multiple types of fighting styles yesterday, and in just 2 of them I survived. Like when you play defensively, like from the rear side. This is the freaking mode now that it is. And the only disappointing thing it is that even though you have 700mm penetration, you get bounces, non-penetration rounds on fragile tanks and even on lieutenants. Sometimes in some situations you might get like really like impressive shots, like what the hell is going on. And as you see, it's very hard. Now if I was using heat ammo and shooting as an SPG, basically from above, probably I was getting a blow up really fast on that tank. It's a Leopard, you know, the ammunition and so on, everything is not so splendid. Another thing it is, when you shoot with it, is like someone is throwing a grenade. It's like it doesn't go linear, it goes a bit with too much narc, so it is quite annoying. See, so I really don't like the feature. It's interesting versus some tanks in some situations, but I really don't like it, because like how can you be able to miss some shots? What the hell, what's going on? Now if I want to shoot with some white phosphorus, if I press now 3, the gun doesn't go upwards, it stays the same. And I really wished it was an option where if you go over, as I said in the survey, if it goes after 300 meters, where is 300? Let's say over here in this position probably. You will activate the weapon on going upwards and you can shoot from above. This option we don't have here. This is basically like a tank destroyer. But I told them in the, let's say, survey. As you see, the shell, it goes up. It's gonna show you again, guys. So I'm shooting. See, it goes with an arch. If it goes with an arch, you will always basically do 0 damage from long distances. If you shoot with high explosive, you can do more damage, and I can showcase now if I can have the opportunity. You will see that in some cases this tank can do like this sort of thing, some damage. Like, it's alright now, you know. But if I switch to heat, not always you will get penetration rounds. And I'm using Sabrina, which is 100% like badass for Challenger and some other tanks. I've used also some other commanders to get some, I don't know, nasty shots. But it is amazing on how on some tanks you don't get penetration rounds. Like, what the hell? Like, in real life, from some, let's say, distance, the gun tends to go, you know, like, shoot. If you shoot from this position upwards, it should go like with a bit of an arch, but not in close ranges. If I want to shoot there, I cannot shoot. I cannot, basically I have to use sniping, and hopefully we can do some damage. Yeah, splash one. I'm gonna try to do a white phosphorus and hopefully I can hit that one so I can hit others. High explosive again, looking on the minimap. Another cheeky shot. We managed to get 2 of them on high explosive. So yeah, high explosive is fine. Like, Akasha is a really good SPG. No problem, you know. Like, I played with it when I was grinding in the beginning. Just with heat ammo, I don't think. Probably was better to have some sort of a AP shells, or at least hash shells, or piece shells, or something like this. So that I can do some, I don't know, man, some magic. See, the reticle, it goes very, like, even though it's not so big, it is big for this trumpet, because this freaking gun is like a trumpet, and it misses, and we accept that. But sometimes, like on heat shells, it's not so fun. I missed. It's incredible. So the thing with the linear fighting or linear shooting, or just ordinary shooting, it's very, let's say, I don't know, problematic right now in the game, and doing this with this type of a shell. If it was a high explosive anti-tank P or MP or M, probably was doing much better. This hit, sometimes it can get bounces, like it doesn't penetrate, which is not fun at all. I'm not so happy with it. I really miss those days when you were able to just zoom a bit on the gun, and after a while you will get the snipe mode, like where you can see the tank from above. If they implement this, they should also add a keypad or something, a button where we can just tap on it and then we can shoot from above. Otherwise, to shoot like this and then just to use the scroll, it will be very exhausting and not so productive in the fights, especially if you're gonna play with this tank, these tanks in PvP, as it's planned to be done. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a comment, what do you think about firing with this type of let's say ability on your SPG. Is it good or is it bad? Do you like it, you don't like it? Do you find it useful or not? And see you next time in the next video.